Hey, what's up? It's John from the YouTube channel Pro Craps. Back in 2021, we did a 24-hour telethon to raise funds for the National Council on Problem Gambling. In fact, we raised over $6,000 to raise awareness and provide resources for those with gambling problems. As part of the telethon, we interviewed over 20 of the biggest names in gambling to get their perspective on gambling issues, gambling problems, their experiences, and of course have a little bit of fun with them. All right, two of the funnest guys in craps for sure, Jake and Rob, the square pair. They're amazing guys. They met me at 2 o'clock in the morning to do this interview and this rollout. Just incredible. I can't appreciate them enough for what they did for the telethon, for me personally, and I just hope you enjoy our time together. Check this out. How's it going? I haven't seen you guys in a while. Jacob gave you guys a bunch of grief earlier, by the way. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. We get it all the time. Yeah, we get it all the time. No, just work's been crazy for me. I run my own business, so it's been insane. Jake just bought a house, so he's been moving and all that. So it's just
it's life.
Yeah, life has gotten in the way. And then life is kids and sports, and it's all to film videos right now.
Well, and I think.
And how old are the kids?
My kids, I have a 15-year-old and then twin 10-year-olds.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Born on the same day.
Yeah.
We're going to do that, right? It's like, what is like, yeah. So you guys are, let everybody know. So this is an important thing, right? I'm at 1 o'clock in the morning here in Washington, and you guys are ahead of me. So what time is it for you right now? Is it 2 or 3?
2:18.
Yep. It's 2:18 in the morning for you guys.
Yeah. I just got to Lumpy's house 30 minutes ago.
I mean, that's pretty stout. You guys show up here at 2 o'clock in the morning to help us out. That's pretty awesome.
We're here for you, John.
Hey,
this is awesome.
Man, I'm telling you.
Props
it's
to
awesome
you for putting it together.
We're still famous for the spider murder on our last phone call.
Yep.
My daughter has taken that clip out of that video and TikToked it to all her friends and done her thing. You know, it's like it's pretty funny. That's definitely one of the highlights of my year for sure. I can see your second camera kinda now.
Yeah, why is it not? It keeps kicking us out. It like connects.
I don't know. It might be. Is it a bandwidth thing? I don't know. Now it goes away.
I don't know. We were just gonna hang that one up above the table in case you wanted to do some playing.
Yeah. Well, if not, you can hang this one. What is this? Your computer here?
This is a computer.
Ah, okay.
I guess we could angle it down. I don't know.
You could angle it down, sure. I mean, you got to play a little bit of. Oh, there you go. That's perfect, actually. Yeah. We can see it. That's great.
All right. Yeah, that's all right.
Yep. So tell me, where have you all been?
So
where have we been
recently?
Where you been? No videos. It's happening.
Yeah. So
just busy with life, kids.
Just his business is bananas, and then like I said, with him having 3 kids, and then for me buying a house, kidney stones, multiple trips to the ER. Yeah, that's my 8th one. I've had a few. So I know the drill.
You're just getting good at that. God,
dude, it's not a lot of fun, man. And then we had a trip to Miami planned, and so with the moving and travel and kidney stones and everything else, it's just been. And then this month and next month, I'm gonna have my personal best months for work, November, and then top it again in December. So it's just been nuts.
It's just been crazy. We can't line up. I can line up at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
but this is for a good cause. If it's for filming videos, we're not really doing it. So.
Yeah. And then I think our blessing is our curse. Like, we have so much fun making videos together.
Absolutely.
But that also requires that we be together. So
right.
Lumpy's got an idea for a video. He doesn't just shoot it, or I'm not going to just come over to his house and shoot a craps video in the garage while he's hanging out with his family. So our chemistry it's awesome, and we have a lot of fun with it. Mm-hmm. But it's also during busy seasons, it's tough to kind of line up.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's been hard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Lost our momentum, so
yeah,
hopefully we can get it back. Hopefully we can get it back.
You'll get it back. I mean, look at Jacob, right? Jacob was out for a long time. He had the COVID, and he didn't put anything out. And then it was all football, you know. And then he did like 3 live streams to kind of, hey, I'm going to ease back into this thing. And boom, he's like, everybody, you don't go away, and people still love you, and they're waiting and waiting and waiting. And the minute it comes back, it comes back.
Well, yeah. Well, we missed that guy. We had him for a couple months here this summer, and then moved back to Arkansas. So he had to move as well with COVID and everything else. So yeah, sometimes life just gets tough.
And he had a rough COVID too, didn't he? I'm actually going to switch to this view here.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
It was no bueno for a while. We never got to get that one last casino trip, one last hangout before he moved back to Arkansas.
Yeah, because he had COVID. I left town for a week, so yeah.
He's got to come back. Like I think just after the new year to come back and get some stuff. And I think you're gonna be in Colorado in January. So maybe the 4 of us could time it up.
Maybe we can figure that out. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna be in Arizona at New Year's. Don't tell anybody. We're surprising a friend for her birthday.
Nice.
She'll never know.
I won't say anything.
They don't play craps. They're not watching this anyway. And then we're gonna go through Colorado because we have friends out there. So when I get the dates, I'll let you guys know.
All right.
Absolutely,
man. Would love to come play with you.
Hey, what do you call the things that you sent us? Because those are so cool.
Oh, the Lammers, yeah.
Yes, those are awesome.
Lammers, yeah.
Yeah.
So the casino uses the clear ones. They're like the clear acrylic things, right? So the ones that I have now are the custom made ones.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you still have chips?
I think I sent John. I think I sent you a chip with the shirt, right?
I've got I've just a shirt. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think I've just a shirt. Yeah. Matter of fact, hang on a minute. I'm remiss. Hold on, right back.
What's up, Rob? Yes, work-life balance.
Yeah. Yes, Rob. Thanks for joining in. Work-life balance.
You guys carry the show for a minute. I forgot to put your shirt on.
Yeah.
There it is. People can't see me, but you can see me.
Thank you.
Hey.
You got to rock the square pair shirt. So let me just show folks that I did this because it's fun. See, now I'm rocking. I took big AZs out of my life now, and it's all about the square pair. So that's what's happening there.
I guess all girls get black shirts, I'm guessing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So let's talk about gambling and such. So, this whole thing is about problem gambling, right? That's the whole reason we're doing this, right? So how long have you guys been playing?
Go for it.
You've been playing longer.
I've been playing 7 years now. 7 years. And I would say up until, when did we start our channel? A year and a half, 2 years ago?
We started our channel as soon as COVID hit. As soon as lockdowns hit. Yeah. We were like, that's the perfect opportunity to hang out a lot and build a table and start a channel.
So you built the table to start the channel?
Yeah,
we did.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We had watched a lot of course, Color Up, of course, but then Wager was he was like my favorite guy, and Lump watches everybody and gets scouting reports on everybody, and he's a wealth of this guy does this guy does that.
Yeah.
But at that time we had seen Color Up and Wager and some other ones, and like, man, this would be fun. This is a good excuse to like build this since we can't go to the casino. So, but I've only been playing like maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
But I've been playing poker for a lot longer, but I just got the craps a couple years ago.
Yeah. So, I would say 7 years, and then the knowledge of the game definitely, like, once you start watching everybody and then obviously start practicing, like, that's the best way. And it takes away the itch, right? Like, if people could just get a practice, like even your table, it's pretty easy, cheap setup, right? And you can just practice, and it kind of takes away the itch to go actually do it. So then you're 100%.
I was talking to Greg at 555, and he said to me, and it was interesting. He said it, and I was like, you got to be crazy. But he's right. He's like, if I never go to a casino again, I'm okay. Because I play craps every single day.
Right.
Which is true. Now you guys get to do it together. And I always say, like, craps sucks by yourself. Like when you're middle of the night, if you're like a degenerate, like you're like, I'm coming to win, right? I'm going to set my alarm for, 3:15 in the morning and go to like the shittiest casino in Vegas, play alone and try and win money. That's one thing. But you go with a bunch of friends, that makes craps fun. So me being in my basement doing it, it's okay, but it's not doesn't quite scratch the itch because you're alone.
Oh, not at all.
I agree.
I agree.
And that's where the channel came from, right? To me, the channel was that. It's like, hey, let's do it together live kind of thing. It's the best I can simulate a casino with.
Right.
Dude, I don't think there's anybody who is even close to your level as far as incorporating viewers into the whole experience and conversation as you. I mean, I don't think anybody does it anywhere close to what Pro Craps does.
You put pro in Pro Craps.
That's the truth.
Come on.
I'm serious. It's your channel is awesome. I'm so glad.
I'm just having fun. I'm really just having fun. And I was talking to the other day. Actually, you guys can't. Nobody can see me. I guess I should probably add myself to this scene. Nobody can see me because I'm doing the wrong thing. Hold on, camera. Not that.
Thanks, Rob.
People want to see John, right? A little bit. Probably not.
Yeah, they need
to. There we go. No, so you do this thing and you don't know what you're getting into, and I say this all the time because I'm an instructor, right? I teach computer programming, and so now I don't teach anymore. So I got an upgrade at my job. I'm now the director of curriculum at Code Fellows, where I make the stuff that we teach. So for the last probably 3 months, I've been teaching a lot less, and I love teaching so much. And I teach adults programming, and it's like that's work. This is the same thing, but it's fun. And like when I teach programming, I have to write the application that I'm going to teach them how to write multiple times. And it's like, yeah, you gotta come off like you know what you're doing. So you practice it, and they can ask me any question. I can dive into the answer. And it's like, you're accountable to them. Like they're looking to you for the answer. And of course I've got the answer. I've been coding for 26 years. I know what I'm talking about, but it's like that accountability level that you have with that. Now it's in Craps. And it's like, you put a channel out, and I was telling Greg, you name yourself Pro Craps, you better be freaking good at what you're doing, right? And it's like, I don't need to be like a professional gambler, but I better present well, and talk clearly and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, and again, what you all do is just such a whole different level, right? And it's like, I can teach people how to play craps and win and do the thing. You're like, you need to be playing this game because it's fun. Right. And my podcast, I talk all the time about craps a fun game. Bring people in, like bring your wives, bring your, not your kids, but other people's kids. Let them all come and learn this game because it's a great game. And you all, that's your thing, man. I mean, we joke about you guys are the funnest game in town, you two specifically, but like this game shouldn't be a nightmare. It shouldn't be hard, and it shouldn't be like daunting. Like I think a lot of people look at the table and go, I'm afraid to buy in because it's too complicated. You all make it fun.
Always see that, people just standing back, kind of peeking over.
It's kind of hard to teach. Like my brother-in-law, he was up with us last time we were up with Wager, and he didn't know anything. And it's hard to teach somebody why you're playing. Like I know Vegas does it. I've seen it there when I'm there, like at noon or something. They'll have like a craps lesson. Or I've invited a couple of my friends over to our table and like, here, just come and we'll go through the basics. That way you don't get upset, but or get nervous or anxious or whatever. But it is the funnest game, and that's why we play. I mean, Ken knows gambling, and everyone talks about money management. You have a profit goal. A lot of guys have profit goal. Most of the time when I'm playing, I'm going there for fun. I'm taking the money that I'm okay with losing. My goal usually is if I can double up, I'm walking off. Like if I get doubled up, I'm walking off. Mm-hmm. And which happened last time, and Jake wanted to continue to throw. But we went up $400, turned it into like $950, and then I'm like, Jake, I'm doubled up. Where are you at? And he's like, I'm not quite there. I want to go one more. So we went all the way around. I pulled my chips off the table, and Jake had to throw one more time, and then he killed himself. He rolled a bunch of 10s. He had a lay 10.
That hurt.
So, But no, I mean, we mostly go up for fun. It's not to. Obviously, the goal is to make money, but it's more for entertainment.
Yeah, because for us, we have to drive an hour, up to the mountains to play.
Right.
And so if we have a really hot first roll or two, or somebody hits the ATS,
which we've had,
and it's like, dude, we're already way more than our profit goal should be, but we're 20 minutes in and we don't get to come up here near as often as we like, especially with about to be snow season. And it's it's an hour drive each way in good weather. So, I mean, do you really leave in 20 minutes or are you there to have some fun?
Well, that's what we've talked about. I talk about that a lot with people. Like for me, 20-minute drive, it's no big deal.
Right.
And it's even less than 20 minutes if there's no traffic. It's pretty close for me. So for me, 20 minutes in, 20 minutes out, I'm totally fine with that. And are you going there to make money or win some money? Like there's a different mindset. Like I'm going there to make some money. Like I'm like, I keep joking about, I need to get the 4K camera. Like I got to upgrade my game now. Right. So I'm going there to make money. I'm going up there to make $750 so I can buy the camera. I'm not going there to have fun and maybe win some money. When I go to Vegas, I'm going there to have fun and maybe make some money. Right. Because that's a trip, but it's a destination for me, and like for you guys to drive into the mountains as a destination. And 15 minutes in, all you can then do is spend your profits on steak.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's it.
Yeah. And when we go to Vegas or with our other buddy, him and I will play limit poker. And like, that's how we pay for our trips. Poker is for making money. Craps.
Everybody says that. Yep.
And, craps is for comps in case it goes bad. It's for fun, Craps, you're hoping to win money. We'll go play limit poker and be bored. We'll play the numbers, we'll play the math, and we'll sit there for hours and get massages while we play, and we'll grind. Right. That's how we pay for trips. That pays for shows and massages and our hotel rooms and flights. Poker pays the bills. Craps is way more fun, So I don't know. I just view craps as a different game altogether.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, Ken said the same thing. Poker's his game. I don't play poker. I probably should learn it. I think I got a pretty good brain. The problem with me in poker, I think, is that I like to have fun and bullshit too much. And I don't know that I have a poker face or I would, you know what I mean? Or I just probably piss people off. Like, shut up, Baldy. Like, we're trying to take your money here,
I'll play house games, but I do not play in the casinos because I get bored. And then I make a stupid play and I'm like, oh, screw this. Let's go all in. And then I get beat. So,
yeah. See, for me, Baccarat's the game that I play when I want to make money. That's my making money game because it's pretty. The streak happens in that game, and I'm always ready to catch it, and I do really well at that. But it's boring.
Yeah,
Baccarat's very boring, especially because most of the time you're the only person that's speaking English at those tables anymore, right? So, I mean, it's the way it is, right? Because a lot of Americans just don't play it.
To do anything, right? They just flip over cards.
Yeah, and it's a boring game, but you can just collect, and it's like, I'll rack up and I'll go play craps with it or whatever, or I'll win back my losses on the craps table at that.
Right.
Let's see. I mean, craps to me is so unique because it's the only game in the casino where everybody's standing up. You're winning at the same time that a lot of the other people at your table are probably winning on the same similar rolls, rolls. Whereas poker, it's like, dude, if I win a good pot off somebody, then that guy hates me. You know what I mean? Like, you're not there to make buddies and
right.
Whereas,
right.
I mean, you're like, come on, you're slapping somebody around who's on a hot streak. And you don't know but you're
hugging random people, right?
Like it's a different energy. It's just, poker.
I mean, I broke my finger smacking my buddy's ass all night because we were.
Okay, that wasn't craps.
No, we were celebrating. This chick went on like a 2-hour roll, and she was just hammering the 9, and we were.
That's a whole different kind of shocker right there.
Yeah. Different.
But
so what do you guys, when you go to the casino, what do you play? All the strategies you guys run out there. I know you're playing other people's stuff and trying things out. What is your way?
Lately, I've been on the sister and the neighbor. That's what I've been doing lately.
He loves anything that involves sister. Lumpy's on.
That's it.
I I'm the aggressive. Like I want the big win. So like if I'll do 50 or 90 on the 6 and 8, 50 on the 5 and 9, or 50 on the 4 and 10. And then I don't know. Lately, I just take it down. Like it hits and I take it down. I don't play for the long roll. If I do, I will do a hybrid. Like I went and did the $75 DC. Went and did that. I was treading water. Like I was just breaking even with that one for an hour, and then I'm like, this isn't really fun. I'm not.
It's not your style.
No, it's not my style. So
Craps, you got to do what makes you know what you enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Can't fit in somebody else's box. I mean,
the bubble craps. We'll play the double bubble on the bubble craps.
I
play that
so fun on the bubble craps.
Like I've been practicing it on my phone, so I'm getting real good at it. So when we go up there,
and I always thought bubble craps was cheesy. Like, dude, why would we go play bubble craps? But until we started doing double bubble on it, but then I was like, this is actually kind of fun because number one, it keeps moving. The game keeps moving. There's not near as much dead. But then, but the challenge to that is if you do have a strategy like double bubble where there's a lot of action, lots of bets, is that timer is like working against you. You got to be quick.
You got to be on it. Yeah.
You got to be on it. But, actually, I've already told him that the next time we go up, which I wanted to be tonight, but didn't happen. I might have a problem. But I wanted to do the boxcars or aces, from your spreadsheet. But I kind of want to try them together, and I wanted to hear your thoughts on that. And then the other thing I want to do is I don't change up my and I think Waylon was saying this earlier in the chat room several hours ago when I was watching. He was telling somebody else, like, don't mix up your dice set a lot. And I stick to the same throw every time. Some nights I have it, some nights I don't. But I'm not one of those guys who changes 50 different throws. I stick with a square pair, and I'm usually good for a square pair. So I told him and Wager that I want to like take up, I don't know, $600 or $1,000, just do a $10 pass line bet, and then put like 90 each time on a square pair.
Yeah,
that's literally what I'm playing for. Like not mess with all. Because sometimes I think the bets you have out there, it may look like more coverage, but in reality, it's just more opportunities where the house is more of an edge on you. But if you know what you throw, stick to your wheelhouse, look for your pitch, because I know you're a baseball guy. But you know what? These aren't the middle of the boards are not great bets. The house has at least an 11% advantage on anything right there in the middle. But if like I don't throw hard sixes, I don't throw hard fours, but I can throw some square pairs. And so I kind of want to try that out and do the aces. But do you have any thoughts?
So I have a set. So I think I did this one day where when I throw the chopper on a hard table. Now my table now I switched it out. I'm all cork. So it's like it's bouncy as hell. I can't stop the dice. I'm working on that now. But on a hard surface table, when I throw the 2V set with the chopper, I'm inside numbers. And again, believe dice control or not, I cluster them, the 5 to the 9. If I turn the one die a little bit, like one face forward, so the 6 is on the front instead of on the top, now it's all horn numbers. And I'm like, and I can make it not that I can make it happen, but it seems to be now I'm throwing horn numbers. I don't know why it works, but it does. So I will, if I'm feeling it, if I'm at a table, I'm like, oh wait, I'm in that zone where I'm throwing the horn numbers. I'm in the 12s. And I will do the progression on a live table if I feel like I'm throwing it that way. But on the bubble craps machines, those things get in pockets. If you watch those machines enough, and you walk by and you look at the strip of what's come out, you can see that thing is clustering, sixes and from the 6 to the 10. Sometimes you'll see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? All and like, whoa, it's really in there. Just jump on the 10. If I look on the screen and I see 1 or 2 12s, I'm all over the 12 strategy. Sometimes you'll see 0 12s, and it's not like it's going to come soon. It just won't come. That machine, it's out of rhythm for whatever reason, but you'll see 12s, 4 of them sometimes. And
Yep.
I've
And
sat down, I'll scout that out, sit down there, and for whatever reason, the way those dice bounce and come to whatever, man, you can make money on that thing. It's
That's
stupid.
the other
It's like dumb luck, but that's what I do.
that is the other thing I do like about the bubble craps is you see what's actually. It's not just your eye test, but you actually have some data on out of the
Yep.
last 50 rolls what's coming. But
Well, and you know, in most games, what they tell you, and this is true, like roulette's got the, you know, what came out last, and baccarat's got the what came out last, and it means nothing. Like the ball doesn't know, the dice don't know. You know, if that same sign was at a craps table, people would think, oh, it's a, you know, whatever. It's just there to get you to go to the table. At bubble craps, though, because the dice, they have a rhythm to them in that thing. It's not as random as the craps table is, and they will get into a pocket. And I feel like looking at history on that thing is actually, there's some truth to it. Or some measure of history on a bubble craps machine. You say, I can kind of see that we're in a trend here, and jump in. I've made more money on that 12 strategy on the bubble craps than on the live table.
Well, then, like, I don't know if you've watched Rick Let It Rolls, his bubble crap videos. Like, some of his earlier ones, he would follow the whatever numbers hitting on the dice. So, like, the ones would be hitting. So he would hop any dice combination with a 1 in it.
Yeah.
And then
and that's the same theory, I think. I think it's just, for whatever reason, those things, they get into a groove, and it's good. If you can catch the groove, it's all good. So,
oh yeah. And their
Skill and Luck wants you to play. He wants you to try the $200 don't pass with a 450 lay 9, take down the lay, and place the inside for 50 and 60.
Oh, really? See, here's my problem with the don't pass. I'm like you, where I get above a certain amount and I freak out on the come out. Like, and I hate hedging. I hate hedging. I hate
hedging too, but a $200 don't pass, all you can do is and see, Skill and Luck wants you to lay the 9 all the time, right? Because I think he's got a set. I'll put this up on the screen so everybody can see it. I think Skill's got a set he uses that hides the 9, the way he throws it.
Yeah.
I don't trust myself with laying the 9, but I see where he's going here.
Lump throws a lot of
Good
nines.
morning from South Carolina. Hey, I have a beach condo out there. Good morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's Brian.
Yeah.
Gainer wants you to hammer the sister, of course, right?
Absolutely. And the double bubble.
Why don't you guys flip the camera down and show us all the double bubbles for folks who haven't seen your channel in a while?
Yeah.
Give us a window into it.
Jake brought over a box of bubble gum, and he's like, how can we incorporate this in the craps?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Yeah. I don't know. I bought a bubble. I was at Target with my 7-year-old daughter, saw the double bubble, and I was like, okay. I know there's videos that, dude, and this is the challenge with, and Wagers said this too. I mean, the challenge of coming up with a new strategy in craps, like, dude, it's all been done, man. Like,
yep.
We don't pretend that we have stuff that nobody's ever seen before. But I was like, you know what? I want a little bit different twist on it. You know, like so many people do the Iron Cross, and it just, like, I just tune out when I hear stuff like that. I'm like, oh, another version of that. So I was like, you know what? I want to go lower on the 5, 6, and 8. Lower. All it's going to do is feed the field. Like, that's it. I'm not trying to make money off the 5, 6, or 8. But how can we make the field be a lot more fun and kind of swing
flipping the yep.
Yeah, because dude, I mean, if you're gonna play light side, then show me a strategy that doesn't have the 6 and 8. You can't. It's all the same. So mindset was just trying to think of something different where that's just all it is just basically covering your field bet, and so you can go back up. But then you're really hoping for those, you know, the 4, 9, and 10 where you are getting that double bubble, that double payout, and really making some good gains there. And then Lumpy, I kind of let him know what I was doing. He's like, well, why don't we craps down under does that 1, 3, 2, 4 progression that I think he uses like the pass line and don't pass. And he was like, well, why don't we do that in the field so we have something to shoot for in the field as well? And
did we do $100 don't pass?
75, I think.
75.
Yeah.
So we're only hoping we need one hit then.
So that was kind of the thought process was trying to not have a fun light side strategy that's actually lower on the 5, 6, and 8. And then have something else, a game within the game, if you will, in the field. Trying to do that 1, 3, 2, 4, because if you get all 4 in a row, then you get 10 times your whatever your initial bet was.
Four field hits is tough.
I know, and it took us a while in the video, but then we hit it twice in the video.
Did hit it, and we hit it on the bubble craps machine.
Yep.
I don't know, is it camera? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we're seeing it a little fuzzy. Let it catch up to itself here. I mean, stop my feed. There, you can hear me but not see me.
I don't know. It's not the greatest. Sorry.
It's all good. So we can see your table on your bets. So you're doing $10, so 44 across, 44 inside. Is that what it is?
So yeah,
or you're doing 64 across.
20. So we're 20 on the. Were we at 20 or 15?
Yeah. No, we're at 20 on the field numbers. So 4, 9, and 10 are all at $20. And then
I've been playing too much of the bubble craps of this version, so I've dummied it down. But yeah, so 20 on the 4, 9, and 10, and then
10, 12, 12.
10, 12, 12 on 5, 6, 8, 10 in the field.
75
and $75 don't pass.
Okay.
So
and all your wins go to the field.
So no, so what you do is you play the Andrew progression on the field. So if the field hits, you're going to go to 3 units, then to 2 units, then to 4 units. But anything else, you can either collect or press, which I think we're not quite hedged with the don't pass. So I would collect the first couple and then start pressing up like the 6 and 8, right? Since we're at minimum on the 6 and 8, we're not really making much on the 6 and 8. So yeah, that's where it's at. And then just try and get as much money as possible.
Sweet.
So we start throwing.
Roll it out.
Do you want to play some, John? Or
I'm just gonna watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch you guys do it.
I turned the Wi-Fi off of my phone. Hopefully that'll help with any lag that.
Oh, right away. Bye-bye, $75. 7.
So, obviously, these bets are all off. That was just for setup purposes. But
so, speaking of trends, John, here's a trend I want you to start paying attention to, because I've noticed it lately. If 11 rolls like mid-roll, a lot of times lately a 7 has come right after.
I know it.
Oh,
I hate to be like that, like the superstition, but I feel like when I start seeing horn numbers mid-roll, I have this instinct to turn my stuff off because it seems like the 7's going to come. It just seems like it happens. I know it's not real, but yeah. I have felt the same. I felt the same shiver you're feeling.
Was it?
There we go. Got it back.
There we go. So he started out with 2 7s in a row.
2 7s. Now we're on the 3.
This is a
nice
a 3. So still don't even have a point, but
and field's not on right now.
No, nothing's on.
Yeah, nothing's on right now.
I can't remember if it was me and Lumpy or me and Wager at a casino like 2 months ago, and this guy was telling us like, yeah, you see. I forget what number it was. There's an 11.
Yo!
So if I have any strategy that I'm running, John, I want you to pay attention to this. Any strategy that I come up with, if he rolls, my strategy is screwed. So just pay attention to that trend. You'll see that quite often.
Here.
We still do not have a point, John.
Toss the dice. Yeah, we still don't
I know.
have the dice.
You had 7, 2, or 7 aces. 3 and 11.
It's been a while. I haven't practiced.
All right.
There's the 9. Meaner 9.
All right.
So that's right, because we're not always covered. So we got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, we're just above 75.
And we used to think when we were trying to come up with strategies, like hedge dollar for dollar, and kind of got to the point where it's like, dude, nothing needs to be dollar for dollar, you know?
Boxcars. There we go.
So that's a double.
Double in the bubble.
In the bubble.
That's what it's all about.
Yep, right there. Stack that. That's perfect because then that doesn't take out of your rack.
Yeah, because that's
now we're going 30 on the field.
So now
and from the payment, which is great.
Yes, because the power press 11.
Yo,
there we go. Come on.
Field winner.
Field winner. So
fantastic.
Guarantees the field is profitable now.
Yep.
So
and then we go down to 2 units.
It goes down to 2.
Yeah,
so
2.
And then you can rack all the reds. One thing we were doing is if we got a little momentum going, especially after seeing 2 7s early, I would probably go up 1 unit on the 6 and 8 just to make them a little more profitable. Because right now, if they win, you're going to get paid 14. You're going to lose a $10 field bet. So you win $4. If I see a couple 7s, I'm probably pressing because we haven't seen a 6 or 8 yet.
Yeah, but you want to rack the first hit, then that gets you above water. Like if 7 comes, right, then you have some profit.
Yeah, but that's one thing we were doing is, eventually trying to press up 6 and 8 1 unit just so you're getting paid $11. And
there it is. See, you said the bad word.
Glad I didn't press it up.
Said the bad word.
But yeah, I don't know.
How much did we start with? Do you know?
No, because when you placed them out there, you didn't do it from the rack.
Oh, great.
So fantastic.
Bank betting? Is that what you're doing?
What's that?
You doing some bank betting there?
Yeah,
bank betting.
Pretty much.
Yep. I have no idea what we started with.
Well, it was 600 in the rack, and then whatever the layout was.
All right, you do the rollout. I'll set it up.
John, I still want to do. We still want to do a video with you where we each have a bet that the 3 of us have to incorporate into one strategy.
Yeah.
I still think that'd be a lot of fun to try to come up with something together with all 3 of us. All right, hey, I want this bet incorporated into the strategy. Okay. And then you've got this, and Lump's got that. And what can we do with these? I just think it'd be so much fun to try. Lumpy and I know how each other think really well. But it'd just be fun with third person.
Yeah. We can do it any night. I mean, I still haven't done a cocktails and craps in forever, since our show probably. So
Really?
That's a good time to do that. One thing I'm really into right now is transition strategies, where I'm taking my winnings and reinvesting them somewhere else. Like for example, if you had your bets at the $30 level,
Okay.
so 20, let's say you're like 110 inside.
Okay.
And take the hit, rack the green, and put $10 in the don't come, and transition your caps basically into don't come bets. And I'm doing a lot more of that kind of stuff where I'm getting 7 power growing as we go versus at the outset. So
do you keep the don't comes going or just a certain amount?
Yeah, no, with every win. So if I'm in the inside, every win I get, I'll take the caps and just keep cycling don't come bets with it. Because it doesn't cost you anything, but you're getting seven wins on that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Do you take down your place bet?
Yes and no. It depends on what. If my strategy is to hit and run, another 7. Oh my god.
We are out of practice, John. We are out of practice.
God, you're rolling like I do right now. No, there's a strategy that we play called the Butterbird.
Your color up right now.
No, a strategy that we play where we take the place bet, pull it right down, and then recycle. Sometimes I'll do same bet, recycle. Just depends. Yep.
Hot 10.
There you go.
All right.
Skill wants to know if you guys are doing a broadcast at the sports bar Jacob talked about. I'm guessing not, because Jacob's not there anymore. Jacob's now back in Arkansas.
He's back in Arkansas.
Yeah, he is. No, we did that once, and just with the schedule, trying to line it up, it was not happening.
And it was super loud in the sports bar because they've got TVs going. People are cheering the different games. So it was, I
We
don't
would
know.
have had to invest some money into mic and headphones and all that. So
we are not pro craps. We don't have those kind of technologies.
right. And we don't have a money management. Square hit the like button, subscribe.
There it is, John.
All right.
Third roll. Headshot forever. So that's a strategy I really want to do. I want to go up there and play, and I need to get your advice because I want to play the 2s and 12s. Can you play them at the same time? And then let's say you hit a 12, 10 rolls in. Are you done with the 12? Are you just riding the 2 out? Like, do you ever combine the 2?
You know what? If I'm combining the 2, I probably play them independently. So I would run and whenever I hit one of them, I'd start it over at $1. Right. So I start the process again. But if the 12 hit, but not the 2, the 12 could be at $1. The 2 could be at like $8.
Okay.
You know, but you're gonna need like $600 just for that strategy though to get it to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you need $300 for each of them to go through the whole progression.
Yeah.
Have you tried that one at a casino?
I haven't done both at the same time. I've only done just one or the other.
Square. This is how
Another
I know
one.
when Jake's on. So, quick tip, John. If I forget to tell you this when we play together, if Jake throws a 5 or an 8 within the first 3 rolls, generally a good roll. If he doesn't, pull all your money off the table. Start hopping.
So he starts off strong. It's going to be okay.
Like I believe dice control. Like control is the wrong word. Influence for sure is the right word. I believe you can influence it to a certain set of numbers. Like if I throw a certain set, I know these numbers are more likely to hit than not, right? So, but yeah, if Jake doesn't, if he doesn't hit, there it is, a 5 right there. See, this is how I know he's on. Like when
he's
Jake's
on
throwing,
now, he's warmed up.
When Jake's
George will tell you, and George is on next. George will tell us all about. He's an experienced shooter, and he'll tell us his thoughts on how that actually works. Like for me, I don't like the word dice control because I don't think anybody can control them.
Right.
But I, you know me, I'm an energy guy. I'm all about keep them low, keep them slow, and minimize the amount of things that can go wrong to give myself a better chance. And I think George does that, but also with better control in the air.
Oh yeah, I watched him the other night. He went 51 rolls. I mean, that's insane.
51.
Yeah.
9, neener niner.
That's a double bubble.
Yeah, he's in the green room watching you guys right now, actually.
Field winner. Yeah. That was impressive watching him the other night. But that's just it. You got to practice it, right? So.
Yep.
But
well, there's a guy that practices. That guy practices more than I work. I think he's unbelievable.
I will put when Jake's throwing. That's all I'll bet. I'll bet an 8 and a 5. That's all I'm going to bet on Jake.
But if
you're on the 3 now, right? On the field.
Yeah. I was bank stealing. I had to get it from the rack. 6.
Oh, that was too short.
6 easy. All right. So
man, we haven't got to play in forever.
I'm just throwing down the floor.
And we're in a garage, and it's like 30 degrees.
Yeah, so. It's freezing in here.
I don't know if that affects how the dice are bouncing.
It is. Humidity level. There's no
humidity.
Dry.
Yeah.
Yo 11.
Oh, we got our porn stars back in the chat again. Good Lord.
What's that?
Oh, we got our porn stars back in the chat again.
Man, those guys all night.
Seriously, right? All night they've been doing it.
I'm gonna go. Since Jake's throwing, I'm putting 5 on the square pair.
Should have been on there a long time.
I know we should have been. We hit 2 of them. Ah, there we go. 7 out.
Of course.
Yep. I just jinxed it.
John, when you're playing for fun,
I don't think we won any money there.
If you're going to play for fun and not just trying to pure grind, not pure grinding, what kind of strategy are you playing? If you're going to have,
if I'm just trying to have fun, what I'll do is I'll do a regression. So I'll go usually either 220 inside or 320 across for one shot. Wow. Right. I'll just lay it out there and I'll go right down to 64 inside or 64 across rather. And I'll press this to the ceiling. When I want to have fun, it's a big one hit, regress down to minimum, and then I just go for it. Because that's fun. I think pressing is fun. But I don't like doing it when it's my money.
Are you
That's good.
Are you on, so when you're trying to make money, are you doing the Hedges Horseman or?
No. But that's my Headless Horseman is I bring that in when I first walk to the table and when I'm first shooting, because I don't know what I'm going to throw like that day. And it's a way for me to kind of feel the table out and feel out my throws without any danger. So
Gotcha.
It's a good kind of walk up, kind of feel the mood of the table strategy. But when it's time to play, for me, it's 220 or 320, one hit, and then I go 64 across, and I will press up, and I'll do like a mid press after I get up to the quarter level, and that's what I do. And to me, that's fun when you're catching a good roll. The problem with that, of course, is that you can get whacked for 320.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
In the PSO, but hopefully by the time you get to that point, you're warmed up and you're feeling pretty good about it. And to me, pressing is fun. And so if I'm grinding, it's the Horseman. If it's shitty table, don't pass. And that's what I typically do. If I'm looking to like earn a living or like make money today, then I'm much more conservative, where I'll take a place bet hit, pull the hit and the win down, or the win and the place bet down. And sometimes I'll even do that with the sister. I'll pull the 6 and the 8 both down if one of them hits, and just try and like cut and run and rinse and repeat that process. That's actually the El Toro random roller strategy, where you go across and you take 3 hits and you pull down the sisters.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with
very safe.
Yeah, I love that strategy. Like we did a video on that where you go 160 across and then take away the greens and leave the reds if you're at a $10 table.
The lumpy regression.
Exactly.
Yep.
Did you want to do a sister one?
No, but we need a $10 field bet.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to show like a sister strategy that you like. Or
No.
All right.
But you should throw 100 on the 9 right now.
Back wall, ace.
Say, guys!
There.
Perfect. That pays for our progression.
Sure does.
Let's go. We got to hit this progression right here.
All right.
Here it is.
Comes out.
Come on, Love.
$100 9 right here.
Settle this dice control debate once and for all right here. 7
out.
I guess you settled it.
We are so out of practice.
Oh my God, that was great.
Yep.
We're going to settle the dice control debate, and then he throws a 7. That was awesome.
I'll show you. It's simple, and I'm sure people have a variation of it.
The table.
No doubt. That if we were going to play tonight, if you were going to throw, I told Lumpy which one I was going to do. As far as $90 on the 6 and 8, one hit, and I'll probably run it with a DP, but one hit pays you 105, right? So when you get to 105, don't take it from the bank, you get in trouble. But from your rack, drop a nickel, and then you can do 110 inside. But it's kind of similar to what you were saying a minute ago.
Yep.
The whole, hey man,
the only worry that I've got with that kind of a thing is that you've only got the 6 and the 8 covered, so you're exposed for probably 2 or 3 rolls before one of them hits. Whereas going across for more, you at least reduce the number of rolls you have to face.
Right.
But what's the stat on the likelihood of a 6 or 8 hitting before a 7 hits? Isn't it about a coin flip, or is it a little bit better?
Well, on average, the 6 or the 8 hits one of them hits one time about 20% of the time before a 7. So
that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
That's it. The 6 or the 8, I think it's like 23 or 24% of the time one of those 2 numbers hits. It's pretty low. And the 7, the PSO is 28%.
So you're more likely to get a PSO than
the 6 or 8. Absolutely. Which makes sense. I mean, the 7's easier to roll.
Yeah.
Right, but there's 6 ways to roll 7, right? And there's 10 ways to roll 6 or 8. It doesn't seem like that math works. right?
Yeah, but so what I did is I ran. Well, remember 6 or 8 each, right? They're 20. Did I say or? I meant and.
I'm talking about.
So
I'm
20.
talking about.
It's yeah. So it's 20. It's like 24% chance of the 6, 24% chance of the 8, 28% chance of the 7.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's about a 50% chance you're going to roll a 6 or an 8, which is what I was going to.
Right.
Okay. I was going to say, yeah, that math doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, because you got 10 ways.
Right. But what happens is, but if you think about that, that's a 50% chance you're not going to see them either. So if your strategy only has 6 and 8 on it, then half the time you'll never see those numbers get hit. Whereas if you had the other numbers covered, the other half is you're covered by the other numbers. And that's why I'd rather take the bigger risk for a shorter period of time. That's my gut says go big for short versus go smaller for longer.
Right.
That's my risk tolerance.
Yep.
I got
for
you.
Sure.
Well, I'm a dark player. Like I love playing the don't. Doesn't bother me. People get all superstitious and get mad. Like, hey, dude. I mean, to me, that's.
I don't care about that at all.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, if you think my bet is changing how you roll, then you're the crazy one. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Totally.
I've been playing the don't with it, so for some sort of hedge. But I like that idea, which is again similar to yours, but not as spread out. I want to do it, in one hit and be there.
And see, and I will also, and I know people think I'm nuts, but I will consider pulling a don't bet down. Like when there's a point in time where you're even. Let's say you've got 100 on the don't, and you're 160 across, right? And you take a hit, maybe take 2 hits, right? So you've won $70. So you're 160, but you've won 70, and you have $100 here. So if you pulled everything down, you'd be ahead by $70.
Sure.
Right? If you pulled your don't bet out, you're still ahead by $70. You're guaranteed to win what you have in your rack, right? So you can now go fully in on the light side and press without fear.
Absolutely.
Right. If you left both bets out there, you're going to lose one of them. You're going to be breaking even. So I will either pull a don't or I'll pull the place bets and just stay dark, or I'll just stay light. But I think once I get even, I make a decision. I'm like, which way am I going to spin?
Right.
Just how the tables.
So
the problem is if you really want to make money at craps, it's not fun. Because that's just it. Get your money and get out. So if you get 1 or 2 hits, then be done. But it's not fun.
Well, and then as soon as you pull off, it's a 25 roll, 30 roll, and it's like, dude.
And then you're like, I just missed the best roll of the night.
Right, yeah.
And
I made 70.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. If you did 320 across, right, and got a hit, that's $70 in 5 minutes.
Sure.
Right. Which is like we say, it's how much money per hour is that? That's more that's where greed and discipline fight each other. At that moment, when you say, hey, I got $70, I'm going to take it down and go across. Well, now you've got 0. Where you just a minute ago had a steak dinner in your hand.
Yep.
Or whatever. And it's hard to like, I think, who was it? Charlie that was saying it earlier about, making it about food. Like that's 100 Big Macs or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's, got to remember that. And that's hard to remember.
Right.
Or hard to like put your teeth into that because I mean, you worked hard. You put 320 out there and take a hit. That was hard work.
That was.
Yeah. And it wasn't fun. There's nothing fun about having $320 out there at risk for, 2 dice flying in the air. So.
Oh yeah. Well, when we were in Vegas last time, me and our friend, we lost $600 in 10 minutes. It was horrible. It was awful. But this is a great cause, and the addiction is real for gambling. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm super addicted. If I wasn't married, I would probably be really broke. But my wife is like, this is all you get, and you can only go up so many times. So
that's smart. I mean, if you can't manage your own money, then put it in her hands, right? That's actually really smart.
Yeah, it is. I mean, she'll make me give me I'll have to give her my ATM card and all that. So it's real, dude. And for me, it's not about the money. It's just the fun. Like
It's the rush of it. Yeah, for sure.
it's the rush of, especially craps, man. Oh, I love it when the table just starts cheering and jumping. It's so much fun. So
Nothing. There's nothing like a hot craps table, is there?
oh yeah, no, nothing. It's insane. So this is awesome, John. Thanks for having us on. I don't know if
You got it. Thanks for getting up at 2:00 in the morning. I love it. That's
still have
amazing.
time or no? I don't know.
No, we're I have George waiting for you now. So yeah. We'll
Sorry,
cut
George.
it.
George is eating.
No, it's all good.
Sorry, Jorge.
I appreciate you guys being here and
Hey, thanks
staying
for
up so
having us
late.
on, John. Appreciate it.
Love it. And we'll do a strategy session at some point. Let's find a schedule that works for you guys. I'm open now, so I don't work nights anymore. So
Okay.
I'll work against your schedule. So whatever works out, let me know and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. And then you let us know when you're up here in January if you can.
We'll do. Of course.
2 or 3 hour drive. So all right, man.
All right, brother. See you guys later.
Yep.
Thanks.
Later, John.
Yep.